Hi team, welcome to another edition of Raising Havana. It's episode 5 and today we're going to be doing some basic training with her throughout the day. So in terms of outings, Havana didn't have an outing today. Instead, we've decided to keep her in so that we can keep building on some of the foundation training that we've been working on. The two main things that I really wanted to work on with her today were her recall cue, as well as focusing on her paws up and getting her used to her harness. You'll see with the recall cue that all I'm doing is teaching her that a certain word means really good stuff. Very often when we think about recall, we jump ahead. We focus on getting the dog to actually come back. But I want the cue to be reflectional. I want Havana to hear that word come and immediately reorient to me. I want it to be the best word of all time so that when she does hear it, she knows it predicts good things. So all I'm going to do and all I do in this video is literally say the word and reward her. Again, doesn't matter what she's doing, provided that I'm able to feed her immediately after that word, we're good to go. And we'll eventually build that up to being worked outside as well as out on walks, because it won't be long before we're able to put her on the ground and she's actually going to go on some adventures. We also worked a little bit on her paws up behaviour and the harness. Now this session didn't actually go very well in terms of Havana said, look, I'm actually a bit uncomfortable with the harness being put on today. So we didn't push it. I didn't push it with her. And that's a really important lesson for you guys to learn during your training. Don't sit here and push your dogs to do certain things if they don't want to do them. I know full well that we're going to be able to build Havana up to having the harness on, but today she just wasn't feeling it. So instead we just worked on that repetition of going away, coming back and putting our front paws up on the stool. We also worked on me touching her and fussing her while she was on the stool and maintaining that duration. And in the end, she did actually sniff the harness, which is really good. So check the video out. Havana, there's one for you. Yes, good. Much nicer. Good girl. We can work on this as well, can't we? We can work on mixture. We can. Yes, good. You're not silly, are you, huh? Good girl. Lovely. Ready? Yes! Wow, so brave! I've run out of foodies. I've run out. We'll finish then. We'll finish then. We also did a little bit of work on her coin indications for Scentwork, and I'm really impressed with these. So giving her a focus and giving her a job is one of the main things that I want to ensure that she has. It's going to massively raise her confidence. It's going to give her a natural outlet, and Scentwork is one of the best ways of doing that. We're also going to do a little bit of tracking and man trailing with her in future videos. But for now, my main goal is to teach her to focus on that coin. You'll also notice that for this edition, I was standing up, which has changed the context and the environment just enough to make it a little bit more challenging. But she absolutely nailed it and is going out of her way to target the coin, which is brilliant stuff. I want to give you guys a tip before we end off with regards to your own dog's training. When you're trying to work on some specific behaviours, have a list of things that you're trying to aim to do. Very often we just do guesswork and we go, oh, I'm going to work on this today and then this today and this today. I actually have a plan of about 5 or 6 different behaviours that I'm actively working on with Havana at any one time. I might not go out of my way to work on them every single day, but I know that they're in the back of my mind, and if I don't work on them one day, I will tend to work with them on another. The 5 or 6 for me are the coin indication, the recall cue, the harness conditioning and paws up, the getting more confident in and around other objects, the reward-specific markers, so teaching her to chase food and find food, and just generally getting her to use her nose, so hiding treats around the house for her to find. Those are my 6 focuses with her. And will be for the next few weeks. When we start taking her out and about, they're going to change ever so slightly. I'm going to work more on engagement and disengagement, which I will talk about a little bit later. So there we go, a more chilled out session. As I said, my goal for these episodes is for you guys to watch this progress. If you're watching from episode 1 and you go and you see, actually, wow, you know, where she came from as a 10-week-old puppy to a year-old or wherever I end this series, I want you to see that progression naturally and see as many of those steps as possible. So thank you so much for watching. You can find us on YouTube, so please subscribe to keep up with the Havana's daily adventures. You can also find us on Facebook at Jack Fenton - the Dorset Dog Trainer. Team, thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll chat with you again soon. Bye!